Hello and welcome. Today we have Amy French from Level 39. So thank you, Amy. It's great to be joined by you today. And we're here to be able to talk about the partnership between Level 39 and Tech London Advocates and Global Tech Advocates. So what is Global Tech Advocates? Well, we are a 40,000 strong volunteer-led private organisation tech ecosystem across the globe. We have about 20 different working groups within the UK. They're thematic and sector-led, but then we also have over 60 locations and geographies across the globe in all the different continents: North America, South America, Europe, Asia and Africa and Australia. So it's really great to bring everyone together and to be able to make sure that founders and other stakeholders can come into the tech ecosystem in an inclusive manner and navigate seamlessly throughout the tech ecosystem. So I'm Tracey Rob Perera. I am the part-time head of corporate development and community. I work with partnerships such as Level 39 and across all the different working groups and the leads to make sure that they collaborate and create really great events and projects to help everyone be able to grow together across the ecosystem. Outside that, I help tech startups and scale-ups grow as a fractional Chief Finance and Operating Director. And it's always about making sure tech innovators grow successfully. So I would love to be able to now introduce Amy and to ask her about her role, the strategic objectives that Level 39 has, and how you got involved with Tech London Advocates and Global Tech Advocates.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for having me, Tracey. My name's Amy French, so Director at Level 39. So I've actually been with the team for 10 years. So I have focused across that time on partnerships, membership, and just how we connect our wider community. But for the last 4 years, I've been leading the team as director. And ultimately, that means managing the overall performance of the business, but of course, still being in the weeds of all things partnership, all things members. But ultimately what we do is create a community for fintech and other technology-driven businesses here in Canary Wharf. So we have 60,000 square foot, and ultimately our objectives are connecting those businesses into our ecosystem, whether that's physically or virtually, but also supporting their growth, not only in Canary Wharf, because we are a Canary Wharf Group company, but also across the UK and internationally.
Excellent. So it's really great. How did you come about with TLA? Because I know from us that back in 2013, pretty much one of the first events that we ran was in Level 39. And then we soon after that had a second event there. So it's been a long-standing relationship. And then, of course, you and I have been working together for the last year or so, been able to get all the communities coming into Level 39 and running events. So how did you first hear about TLA and GTA? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. So I joined the team in June of 2014, and Russ and TLA was already really integrated within our team at the time. So I was the 5th person to join Level 39. Oh, wow. And I'm pretty sure one of the TLA events was one of the first events I attended, and I met Russ. So I've kind of been involved just through my own team encouraging me to. It's been really important in terms of attending events, but also building my professional network. But then, of course, over the last kind of 12 to 18 months, you and I working closer together on how we work on specific kind of subsectoral events that convene our two communities for mutual benefit, whether that is professional networking, business opportunities, collaboration, and also just people enjoying being across those two communities.
Great. I'd love to hear now about a couple of examples or stories that you'd love to bring to life on what we've done together in collaboration.
Yeah, so we've done a few things together over the last year, especially. In November, we hosted the Tech for Disability Resource Hub launch. And that was great because ultimately it gives a kind of exposure to our members as well by hosting that here as a venue partner. Not only does it mean that, that team can use our space that's super accessible, but also as a partner space. But ultimately, our members then have access to that resource kit and to those leaders. And so for them, it's adding another string to their bow in terms of who they know and who they've connected through our partnership.
Yeah, that was great because that also, they told amazing stories that a lot of people don't really know, that the most of the tech that we have today in terms of innovation has been born from the fact that it's been able to fix a problem around a disability, such as the voice-to-text recognition, such as the electric toothbrush, all these kind of things that I didn't really know about. So it's really important that the Tech for Disability group has the allyship. So I really appreciate that you did host them here and that we can continue to do something like that in the future. And what about the work we've done with around London Tech Week?
Yes. So ultimately, what our job is to make sure that our members have access to lots of different types of events. And running events, whether it's with the Smart Cities Network or other groups is fantastic, because it means that, you know, our businesses now, we have 180 technology businesses that aren't just fintech. They now spread across different sectors, which really align with your sector groups and your working groups.
That's great.
So for us, again, by being able to host events here and being able to bring in the Smart Cities group, the international trade delegations, it means that our members have even more exposure to that global tech community that you guys have.
Okay, that event was actually PropTech.
Yes.
It was Smart Cities. It was a West England group. And all of them were coming working together around the Smart Cities theme, right? So it was really great that we actually got 4 or 5 different working groups to work together, and that you were able to host it. So thank you so much. And I remember we filled the room with that, because
we did.
Yes.
And we had several trade delegations that were here across that week. So it was a packed room for sure.
That's excellent. So how would you say that Tech London Advocates and Global Tech Advocates differs from other organisations that you partner with?
So to me, it's really how connected it is globally. The different sector leads, the fact it's volunteer run, I think that's absolutely incredible. The people are always really keen to collaborate. So I think it's a very proactive group. And for us, as I say, it's about connecting in relevant stakeholders where appropriate. So for me, it's how open and willing you are to partner. It's the fact that we have a really good working relationship, so we can literally pick up the phone and say, shall we do this together? And if so, amazing. And I think that just really differs for us, because we work with lots of different stakeholders, but very few that are volunteer-led.
That's great to hear. Yes, Russ will love to hear it. Russ Shaw, who is a founder of GTA and TLA, as we call it for short, it's really about the culture that he's produced. So it's really great that we all can emulate those great behaviours and make sure the whole tech ecosystem grows inclusively. So I'd love to ask you to finish off in 1 or 2 words or 1 or 2 sentences. It's up to you. How would you describe GTA and TLA?
I would describe it as a volunteer-led, not-for-profit, global technology community, which has a variety of sector focuses, connecting startups, scale-ups, corporates, policymakers, and all of the other technology stakeholders to support businesses as they grow.
Excellent, thank you. You're doing a good job selling it for us, so thank you so much, Amy. I'm really grateful for your time today. Grateful for Elsid, who is videoing this on and courtesy of Pitchflix, and for you to be able to host us here at Level 39. And I'm Tracey, part of Action and Achieve and Global Tech Advocates. So thank you.
Thank you.